Okay, so again, everybody, hello, hello, hello. My name is Taria Vision Avant, and I'm extremely excited to have you guys here. We're going to be talking in the next 30 to 45 minutes or so. I'll try to get as fast as possible through this presentation, but I'm going to be telling you guys about why I believe that every single one of you, entrepreneurs and all, should be writing a book for your business. As you guys come on in and as you're watching this video, please definitely speak and let me know who you are. Hey, Crystal from Cleveland. Hello. Hello, Gerald from Fort Worth, Texas. Hey, Yinka in Lagos, Nigeria. Hello, Regina in Buffalo, New York. Deshauna in Houston, Angela in Orlando. Hello, 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 everybody. Again, thank you so much for joining us live, and we're going to have a great time. So I'm about to share my screen because I want to make sure that you guys can see this full presentation. Now, I talk about this, and I call this Write a Book for Business in 72 Hours. Now, this is the deal. If you're saying to yourself, Taria, I don't want to write a book, I don't need to write a book, or I don't know how to get started, or any of that, trust and believe me, by the end of this presentation, it's going to absolutely change your life, okay? So make sure that you stay here, stay attentive. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask your questions. Also, make sure that you take notes, okay? I have always been told that the person who makes the most money is the one who takes the best notes, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with this presentation. As you should see on your screen, it should say write a business book in 72 hours and make six figures from it. And if you can see that, guys, just make sure and let me know that you can see it. Can you see that on your screen? Can you see that on your screen? Just let me know if you can see that. It should say write a book for business in 72 hours. If you can see that, make sure to let me know you can see it. Awesome. So look, I want to ask you guys a question. First of all, who knows that they have a book inside them that will help others? And who is ready to start making multiple streams of income with their book? And who is tired of not knowing how to get started with their book? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, congratulations on taking the first step today, okay? Thank you so much, you guys, for letting me know that you can see the screen as well. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking, the first step today. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. You see these individuals, Lisa Nichols, she has the book No Matter What, Steve Harvey, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, and then you had T.D. Jakes, Woman Thou Art Loosed. Question. What do these people have in common? Except the fact that, of course, they're African American. What are some other things that you want to guess that these individuals have in common? Let me know. What do you guys think? What do you think what they have in common? Well, if you answered they're authors, you're definitely correct, right? But another thing that most people don't realize is that these individuals right here that you see, they leverage their books, y'all, to really build massive careers. You have Lisa Nichols. She wrote this book. Then she was introduced to The Secret, right? Everybody knows her from The Secret. If you don't know her from The Secret, I would encourage you, go look it up. Hey, go right now, go to Netflix, check it out. The Secret will change your life. And then you have Steve Harvey. He had this book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Nobody knew he was a relationship expert. But then all of a sudden, he had somebody to help him put together a book. Yes, authority is definitely a great question, a great answer. They have authority in common. But he wrote this book, and now he became an expert of relationships. In fact, people come to his TV show to ask him about relationships. And then you have T.D. Jakes, who wrote this book, Women Thou Art Loosed, and created an entire movement, off of this book, from plays to movies to now the conference and everything, guys. They learned to take a book and turn it into multiple streams of income. Now, who is this presentation for? Well, if you are a small traditional business owner, it's for you. If you are a network marketer, or you are a network marketer, this is for you. If you are a corporate climber, you're saying, Taria, I want to climb my corporate business, more corporate job. I love what I do, but I need to climb that ladder. This is for you. And if you're a dreamer, so if you fit any of these, I just want you to go ahead and say, I fit those. I fit those. If you fit any of these, just type in and say, I fit those, because I just want to make sure that I'm talking to the right people, okay? Now, imagine what your life could be like, right? When you launch your book, listen, and during your launch, you make over 5 figures. And I'm not talking about from book sales. What would that be like? Wow. What about if your book has you being interviewed on radio, TV, and more? Guys, that's super dope, right? What about as a result of being an author, you're making over 6 figures. Well, hopefully if any of these are goals for you, you are definitely at the right place at the right time, because that's what we're going to talk about. Now, you got to give me 45 minutes, guys. I promise I'm going to change your whole idea behind being an author. In fact, many of you are going to leave this presentation today and say, Taria, oh my God, I have so many ideas. Look, I can't even sleep. Right? So, I'm just telling you guys, make sure that you definitely take notes. Now, I'm also going to talk to you guys about System Mastery, okay? But you're not going to be able to enroll today. I just want you to understand our online university as well as ways that you can work further with me, all right? And so these are 3 different programs, just depending upon where you guys are at in your level of influence or level of expertise, all right? Now, what we're going to cover is we're going to talk about why every person here should write a book and build a business. We're also going to talk about how to write your book in 72 days and leverage it for success, and how to make at least 3 streams of income with your book. Now, a little bit about myself. Well, that's me right there. I know everybody probably had a couch just like that. I don't know where I was at, if I was in Arizona or Virginia, but as a child or a toddler, I only stayed in Virginia and Arizona because my parents were in the military. My father was originally from South Carolina, born there. And my mother, she was from New York. That is definitely us in Arizona, because I remember that day when they had gotten married. I was confused. I did not know what was going on. But my father was a computer person, and my mom, she was the free spirit, love, just love, peace, joy woman. Unfortunately, both of them have passed on. My mother passed away when I was 11 years old due to cirrhosis of the liver. And my father, he passed away due to stage 4 lung cancer. However, while they're no longer here physically, they are in my heart. And God has also blessed me with another mother. Her name is Veronica, living in North Carolina. Love her to life. And I just aspire to be able to do great things and just be the type of people that all 3 of them are. Now, I went to Hampton University and graduated. Shout out to all my HBCUs in the house. Graduated with a degree in computer science, but like most college graduates, guys, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. Now, is anybody a part of or ever been a part of the BBD crew? If you've ever been a part of the BBD crew, just type in BBD. BBD, the BBD crew, broke, busted, and disgusted crew. That was me. But I was always trying to do stuff. In fact, I used to joke and call myself a professional tripreneur, because I would try it all. I sold knives, vacuum cleaners, door-to-door sales. I was even a bail bondsman, y'all. I attempted to sign up to do insurance. I did pass my insurance test. However, I was so afraid, y'all. You should have saw me. I was a hot mess. I was so afraid. They would give us these leads, and I was so afraid to go knock on these doors. I never tried to do it. But I was also a professional quitpreneur. I would try stuff and quit it. I would make excuses, give up. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I got this. Busy being broke in the BBD crew. But I'm telling you guys, I had all the excuses in the world as to why I couldn't do something. I would quit stuff before I even got started. What happened was, when I got tired of being in the BBD crew, I got tired of scraping coins. And I had this job, my last ever job that I had. And I was a database administrator where you needed a degree in computer science. And what happened was when I found out my father had cancer, and he lived for 7 months after he was diagnosed. And my parents became my angels. And I decided, you know what? I'm sick and tired of the BBD crew. I'm sick and tired of quitting stuff. So I moved to Atlanta, with my angels on my back. And I made a decision I was going to start a business. Now, I got into a network marketing company. Okay, y'all. And I had become one of the top female income earners in the entire industry, not just in that company. And I learned so much along the way. I was doing some really great things. I had a large organization, over 10,000 plus people, multiple countries. In fact, this was me speaking in front of 10,000 people. We had been able to do some really great things. And, I knew that this was just a stepping stone for me. In fact, one of the things I started doing, y'all, was investing in myself. How many of you guys invest in yourself? How many of you guys go to conferences, workshops, you have a coach, et cetera, et cetera? Well, over the past 5 years, my investment has gone over $140,000. It has allowed me to build 2 successful home-based businesses, as well as a traditional business in which I run today, which is Show Your Success. Now, at the time, guys, where I was investing in myself and I was going to these conferences and doing all these great things, to be quite honest, I was unhappy. Who can relate? If you can relate, just type I can relate, because I know many of us can relate to this. You know, you're going out there, you're doing what you need to do every single day, and you're walking around with a smile on your face. But truth be told, you know that this is not your call, and you know this is not what you're supposed to do. You know that there's something else for you. And I knew for me that it was something else for me. I knew that network marketing was not going to be my final resting place. And I was forever grateful for what I learned in the industry, but it was time for me to move to the next level. So I started asking God, what's my purpose? And I love this. I love this scripture right here, y'all. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. Well, he showed up and showed out, y'all. I got an opportunity to do a free workshop. Now, at this time, I want y'all to understand, had never done a workshop of this type, okay, like an educational type workshop. I'd never done it. I had just been doing network marketing meetings and things of that nature, but I knew that if I was given this space to do a free event, I didn't want to do it a regular network marketing event. I knew that I wanted to do something else. So I did my very first Show Your Success conference. We had over 61 people show up, y'all. I had my first 5 students enroll, and that's when things really started to change for me. Now, I want to be honest, things really started to change for me when I wrote my very first book, A Vision to Freedom. At the time, I was still building my network marketing company. It's since gone on to be called A Six-Figure Vision, okay? But I had wrote this book in less than 30 days, and I wanted to write it or use it so that I could recruit more people into my network marketing company. And y'all, let me tell you something. Not only did I recruit more people, but like people started asking me to speak at their networking events, conferences, I mean, all types of stuff. I mean, I've been on the news, y'all, Fox News, NBC. I've been on different radio shows, just talking about being an author and talking about the success principles that come along with being an author. Doors have opened up. Now, I since then have traveled all across the country, guys, doing the Show Your Success workshop, all the way from the East Coast down to the South, to the Midwest. I didn't go too far to the West Coast, but y'all, we traveled all across the country, and it has been one of the best things that I could have ever done, because I truly stepped out and started doing my own thing. Another blessing, y'all, is I was able to start the Show Your Success Worldwide Foundation, which is our nonprofit, and we have a mission to help kids, not just here in the United States, but internationally, to write books and also to build businesses. This is some pictures of me as I traveled and did some missionary work in Ghana for 2 weeks. You know, and this was really powerful for me because, you know, I had been, you know, working so hard and I could not leave anywhere for 2 weeks. I was able to leave for 2 weeks and still have a business that was growing. You know, since we started back in 2014, we now have over 500 plus students. We have well over 25 plus collaboration projects. This year, we paid over $250,000. We're going to also pay over $1 million in commissions in 2019. And so if you're watching this now in 2019, I want you to know that is the goal. We're going to pay out over $1 million in commissions to our business partners and our students. Now, here's some of the books that are a part of our campus, guys. As I told you, we have well over 500 students, but we also teach different things, not just book writing, but also how to leverage those books. But we are super proud about what we've been able to do here and Show Your Success. Now, if you have already written your book, I want you to type already. If you're getting ready to write your book, I want you to type getting ready. And if you're still not sure, which is no big deal, don't worry, guys. I want you to go ahead and type not sure, because I want to see who I'm talking to. So if you're already wrote your book, go ahead and put that you've already written it, okay? And if you're not sure yet, then go ahead and put not sure or getting ready, all right? Now, hold on, sorry, I'm having a little glitch. Now I want to talk to you guys about just some people that we've already worked with as well. Here's Mary Ned. Mary Ned wrote her book, Evolve. You know what I love about what Mary Ned is doing as well? She's in the real estate world, okay? Now, she wrote a book that wasn't necessarily aligned with real estate, but she uses this as a gift to give to all of her clients. However, when she came out with this book, y'all, before it was even printed, she sold over 75 copies at $20 a copy. See, that right there is a big freaking deal because she made money before the book even came out. Here's Dr. Jasmine Zapata, who is by the way, I just want to tell you what all her titles are. For anyone that is saying, Taria, I just don't have time. She is a full-time mother. She just had a brand new baby girl. She's got, I think, a total of now 3 babies. 3 babies, I believe, or 2 babies. She's also a wife. She's also a full-time doctor. She is also a speaker. As you can see, she has traveled all across. She's doing workshops and everything. She's been on the Today Show. They flew her to New York. She's been on NBC. She has been everywhere, y'all, leveraging, helping young girls. By the way, her book is also translated in 2 other languages. Guys, this young lady is not making excuses for her circumstances. She's using her circumstance as a reason to get out there and make it happen. And every single picture I ever see of this young lady, she is always smiling. Her energy is always through the roof. Now, I want you to understand that results are not typical, okay? Results are not typical. And for those of you who are already like, Taria, how can I become a student? That's why I said, give me at least 30 more minutes, and I promise you I'm gonna let you know how to do so, okay? But results are not typical. 97% of most people who want to write a book, they never will. 97%. 80% of authors who actually do write their books, they only sell to their immediate audience. They only sell to their immediate audience. 80% of authors who write books, they don't write their books designed to sell. They're not designed to sell. And then 80% of people I come across have been working on their books for years. I'm not going to ask y'all who've been working on their book for years, but I promise you, I meet people all day, every day that's like, I've been working on my book for years, because we're writing a book about a topic that will never stop happening. And if you haven't figured that out, I'm talking about when people want to write about their story, guys, your story never stops. And so what you have to learn how to do is leverage pieces and journeys of your story to impact people in ways so that people want to hear more, okay? We'll talk a little bit more about that. You know, I love this quote by Jack Canfield. He said, it's surprising how many people get bogged down analyzing and planning, and then what they really need to do is take action. Y'all, I promise you this, anything that I have in my life has not come to me because I'm perfect. It hasn't come to me because I'm the best at what I do. Because I promise you, I got flaws. The reason why things come to me is because I just take action. I'm not afraid to take action. I don't overanalyze stuff. I just do it. I do it anyway. I do it anyway. Now, here's reasons why people don't take action. You are unable to form your own opinions. Now, this may be true because maybe sometimes we're so used to doing something a certain way that this is kind of it. And so, like, I don't really know how to formulate the book or put it together, you know, or create what I need to create. Some of us, we're unable to, our friends are unable to form independent opinions. Now, what I mean by that, y'all, is that many of us lean on the understanding of people that we love, i.e. our friends. And our friends, they can't relate to what we want to write about because it's not their story or their journey. And so I always tell people, do not lean on the understanding of somebody else who did not get the vision that you received. Some people, excuse me, guys, some people say it's just easy to follow the norm, Taria. Like, it's just easy to do what, you know, just go with the flow. I just like to go with the flow. Some people don't think they're qualified to make these decisions. Like, I don't know if I'm qualified to write this book. Then some people say there is no way this is going to work. They listen to what I tell them. Oh, well, Mary Ned Pre sold 75 books. That's her story. That's not my story. There's no way it can happen for me. Guys, you got to stop thinking that way. And then some people think it's too late. It's never too late to impact somebody's life. I want you to understand that. And you know, when it all boils down to it, the number one reason why people don't take action is fear. False evidence appearing real. Whatever you've created as the reason of why you can't do it, there is some kind of fear that is connected to that in some way. Now, I want you to think about this, and you don't have to answer this out loud. You can answer this to yourself, okay? You can answer this to yourself. How much money have you lost by not having your book? How much money have you lost? What is holding you back from getting your book done? And then how much longer are you going to continue to wait to get this book done, and who does it affect? See, guys, when I understood that A Vision to Freedom, my very first book, see, at first I was just writing it to get more people in my network marketing business. But then I started seeing how many people were being affected. Like, I can't tell you how many people have read that book, which is now, it's titled A Six-Figure Vision, that have it highlighted, that have it underlined, that have read through it multiple over and over and over and over. How many people who've been impacted by that book? I got a call just the other day from someone that was like, I'm changing my whole life around. I read your book. I'm changing my life around. See, when you truly understand and believe that your book is going to change lives, you're not going to keep procrastinating on getting it done, right? Guys, I love this quote by Aristotle. He said, there is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. So you got to make a decision that you're not going to worry about what other people think about you, what they, you know, your book. They're not going to have to look. Everybody always got something to say to somebody that's doing something. They never talk about people never doing anything. So just let them talk. Okay. Now, secret number one, why every person here should write a book and build a business. Well, first of all, there's 28.8 million small businesses in the United States. So if you are a business owner, I want you to understand there's 28.8 million, and these are people who are actually registered businesses. I know me, for a very long time, y'all, I did not have a registered business. I did not have a business license. I was just using PayPal, and everything was just under the table, okay? About 2/3 of businesses survive 2 years. Half of all businesses survive 5 years, and only 1/3 will survive 10. Out of 100 businesses, only 11 will survive past 10 years. You know why? They're not building multiple streams of income. 103 million people in network marketing worldwide, 20 million in the United States. Less than 5% of network marketers ever make a full-time income. Then we need to build multiple streams of income. Now, here's some myths about becoming an author. Some people, by the way, if you see any of these covers, these are all covers that we have designed. These are people who are part of our collaboration projects, or they are students, okay? So if you see any of these nice covers, just check it out. Now, the myths are that people believe you need to be a certified expert before you write a book. Honey, the book makes you the expert. I have sat on panels before because of books that I've written with doctors. I have been on panels with doctors, not a doctor. The only degree I ever got was a bachelor's, and when anybody ever asked me, was I going back to school, I said, for what? I know plenty of people that are rich and don't have no kind of degree, and so my thing is, how can I impact the world? I don't need a degree. Now, if you have one, then that is awesome. I don't want you to feel bad about it, but you don't need to go get certified to write a book about stuff that you done did, okay? Some people think it takes too long to write a book. Guys, I've done books in days. We literally have students who are now completing their books in a matter of days. It doesn't have to take a long time, and that excuse does not work for me. I promise you, one of the books that I wrote, I literally wrote it in a matter of like, I think it was about, I want to say in about an hour and a half, 2 hours is what it took for me to put together the content of the book. And then, of course, I have editors and we have formatters and all that stuff like that, but it doesn't have to take forever. And then some people think it needs to be perfectly written. Well, Tari, I got to put every single thing in there. First of all, 70% of most people who buy your book will not read past chapter 1. So while we're trying to put every single thing in there, guys, we need to put enough. You need to put enough that's going to give good value, enough that's going to inquire, to cause the person to inquire, to want to know more about your product or your service. Remember, we're talking to you guys about writing a book for business. If you want to be in coaching, if you want to sell more of your products, more of your services, whatever it may be, that's what your book is going to do for you. And it does not have to be perfectly written. Now, why you need a book? It opens doors for other opportunities. Ladies and gents, people love to hire authors. They love authors to speak at their conferences. In fact, there are some conferences out there where if you don't even have a book, they don't even want you. It's also a great business card. I was just sharing the other day on social media, which I'm always sharing. I never leave home without at least 2 books. Whenever I'm going out to eat, I always have 2 books. I leave 2 books. I take them and put them right there on the bar. Every single time I do it, I promise you, I either make money or I'm introduced to a CEO that can make some major decisions for our company. See, guys, I understand the power behind a book because remember, majority, 97% of most people who want to write a book never will. So the fact that I've done that, it already separates me. It leaves a legacy for your family. Ladies and gents, I hear people say all the time, they want to leave a legacy for their family. Guys, write a book. Leave a legacy through a book. Napoleon Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich during the Great Depression, and it's still the #2 sold book in the world today. It sets you apart from others in your industry. You want to separate yourself? Write a book on your industry. You might, I don't care what you do. You might, I don't know, you might make handbags. Write a book about fashion. You can do so much when you truly understand the power behind why you should be an author. It builds an additional stream of income. You instantly become an influencer. People pay higher speakers fees to authors. Now, how many of you guys want to guess what this is? What do you think this is? Well, if you guessed a garage full of books, honey, then you are correct. See, one of the things, guys, we don't want you to do is be garage qualified. Honey, there is nothing exciting behind being garage qualified. That means that you have a whole garage full of books that nobody knows about. And, you know, today's new age of garage qualified is just being printed on Amazon. You know, I see a lot of people get excited because their book is on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles, and you should be excited that it is. But guys, if nobody is going to buy your book, what is the purpose and the value in that? See, the key is, guys, you've got to be able to get those books in front of people. The real work begins once you finish the book. Everybody is waiting to get this book done, but they forget that now you've got to get out there and market yourself. Why do most authors not succeed? Well, here's some good stuff right here, guys. And you cannot take this personal. For anybody that is an author, I want you to understand, don't take it personal, guys. This is business. We need to learn how to stop being emotional about results, okay? Or being emotional about, you know, what we do. We need to be more emotional about the results that people get, okay? Now, one reason is they write about what they want to write about, not what their audience wants to read about, okay? And guys, if you saying, well, Taria, I still want to write about what I want to write. Okay, no problem. I'm just giving you a reason why most authors do not have success is because they fail to understand what their audience wants to read. They also don't know who their audience is. They don't even know who would read the book. And you've got to take the time to plan that out. So remember, when I first wrote my book, A Vision of Freedom, I knew that I wanted to recruit more people into network marketing. So I knew exactly what this person looked like. I knew what this person hung out. I knew what kind of income they had, what kind of money they wanted. I knew who that market was. The number 3 reasons they don't market their book. I can't tell you how many people think that if I just post on Instagram and tag 50 people on my Facebook, then that's marketing. Guys, that is not marketing. Marketing is messaging people. Marketing is going to events, doing workshops. Marketing is making sure that you are connecting directly with your audience. They also never take the time to plan the purpose of their book. I always ask this question to potential students to determine if they're a good fit for me. By the way, we don't take everybody that says they want to write a book, okay? I generally will always ask, as a result of writing this book, what is now happening for you? Victoria, you are correct. Yes, Jairus, you are correct, right? As a result of you writing this book, what is happening for you? Not you're helping people. That is already going to happen. What I mean, are you on the news? Are you doing workshops? Are you coaching more people? Are you speaking at colleges? Or are you speaking at corporate companies? Because all these different things, there's different reasons or different things that you would put in the book in order to get those results. And another reason why authors don't succeed is they overcomplicate the process. Well, you know, I want to do this and I want to put that. Let me tell you something. We live in a very simple world, y'all. A lot of people are very simple. A lot of people are very busy. They don't have a whole lot of time. They want stuff easy and they want stuff done right away. Okay. Now, just 1 in 10 authors can earn a full-time living from writing. This is the report that I found online. Also, 1 of the full-time living only make 3% of them make 6 figures. Guys, that's a lot of authors that are out here. 1 in 10 authors. So for every 100 authors, only 10 of them make a full-time income. And of those 10, only 3 of them even make 6 figures. See, guys, there is a difference here. We're not just helping you to write a book. We're helping you to create a business. You understand what I'm saying? Now, remember this. When it boils down to it, people will buy from you if and only if you can serve them. People must know that what it is you offer will help them in some way. All right, I see you, Victoria. Victoria says, I'm ready to connect. Most authors will focus on what they want versus what their audience wants. Many people never take the time out to find out who they serve and what their audience wants. Here's Kitten and Atia Gray. Kitten and Atia co-wrote this book, Rock the Crown 101. They were a part of our VIP day where they were able to get their book done in a weekend. Guys, they've been able to leverage this book, now creating a whole nother business on top of that. Kitten is taking now a yearly trip to Africa. She just got back from Ghana with 15 other people on top of her. She called it the Sweet 16. They traveled all the way to Ghana for a full week. y'all. And she is using this book, The History and Art of Head Wrapping, helping women to wrap their hair and see that inner beauty and see that queen within them, y'all, leveraging this. Then Atia, let me tell you about Atia. Atia didn't even write the book, y'all. She's still working on the books, not even done, but she came out with this cover. We had this cover designed, and she put it out there, promoted it. Kitten got a message as soon as she posted it saying, look, I got 500 students that need to hear Atia talk. Now, the deal is, even though there's, it's a school, they may not be able to pay a speaker's fee, but a school will pay for the books. So that is what you call cha-ching. Now, secret number 2, writing a book in 72 hours and leveraging it for success. Big mistakes we see, people write their books on their own and they only sell to their immediate circle. That's it. Does anybody want to guess why this is? I don't know if you want to guess. If you want to guess, let me know. Go ahead and type, why do you think most authors only sell to their immediate circle? Also, people don't create a book designed to move people forward. Once somebody reads your book, what's the next step? Do you have products that you sell? Do you have jewelry? Do you have a conference? Are you coaching? Guys, I promise you it doesn't matter. Even if you don't even have a product or a service yet, you can create one within your book. And then the number 1 mistake is people do not plan the purpose of their book. They just write the book to write it. And look, if you at least wrote a book and you got it done and got it printed, I'm just telling you, congratulations. Now it's time to create a book that's going to make you some money, okay? First things first, you must know who your target market is. You need to know how old they are. You need to know what their gender is. What's their nationality, income? Like, seriously, you got to break all this down. We call it your unique selling proposition. This is one of the phases of identifying your USP. We need to know who they are, right? You need to know what the challenges they have. You need to know what challenges do they have, right? You need to know how to solve their challenges. Guys, you got to know that. Now you need to get in front of them. You know what's funny? I see what one of our viewers says. She says they're not people persons, a people person. The truth be told, y'all, I'm not the biggest people person either. I'm a public speaker. I'm a coach, but I'm very introverted. In fact, I would prefer to just be in my house by myself with my laptop and my dog relaxing. I'm not the biggest, most outgoing person. That is not necessarily a testament, right? But what we got to do, if you know that you're not a people person and you're not willing to get out there and market, well, then you got to create an alter ego, right? I had to create that alter ego so that when I do go out, I say, okay, Taria, because you know what, this excuse of not wanting to be around a whole lot of people, that's not going to work, because you've got to be able to impact people, right? And so you've got to be able to change and be that person you must become in order to impact those people. Now, here's 8 things your book should do and or be. Number 1, it should make you multiple streams of income. It should redirect readers to your site. When somebody reads your book, you should have links in your book that redirects them so that they can visit you online. It should open doors for you as a speaker. I say be less than 100 pages, but 100 to 150. It doesn't have to be super long, y'all. And let me tell you something. My students who even have books that are 75 pages long, guess how much they sell their books for? $20. Okay, $20. We don't sell our books for less than that, all right? It should be straight to the point. It should leave a legacy for your family. It should have a cover that sells. You want to have a book cover that when people look at it, they are like, wow, what's in this book, okay? It should increase your bottom line to your primary business, all right? Now, the 5 P's to book writing success, this is what our online program consists of. We teach you how to prepare your book for success, okay? We also teach you multiple ways, more than 20 ways to profit from your book. We teach you how to publish your book. We give you some recommended printers and everything that we use. We teach you how to promote your book, okay? We have more than 20 ways to get out there and promote yourself like a rock star. And we teach you how to get your book to perform. Now, this is different than promoting. Perform means that when you go on the news, that you properly learn how to leverage your book so that you get results. You know how many people I see get on the news and waste their 3 minutes? Because you really only have like 3 minutes. Guys, they get on the news and absolutely get no leads. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You don't just get on the news only for leads. You get on it so that you can use it as validation. But why not get leads while you're on there as well, right? So we want to show you how to get it to perform. We see people speak at conferences, make no money, and they have a book. So we want to show you ways of how to be able to leverage your book properly so that you can get it to perform. The 72-hour book formula, you get everything that you get with the book writing success, which you see with the 5 keys to book writing, but you get 100% guidance and help you to complete your book. We literally help you to where even if you don't know how to write or type, you don't even have to do that. In fact, I've got an appointment today with one of our students who's going to be doing the second phase of her book. She hasn't written anything yet. And by the end of this appointment, her book content will be created, okay? You don't have to be a writer to be an author. I know that sounds crazy, but you don't. Book collaboration project is the third way that you can actually work with us. This is specifically for somebody who has a following with influence. That means that you have people that you have led, leading, people who will invest into a project with you. And this is an income earning opportunity as well. Collaborators need to be able to get at least 11 to 20 people who will invest to be in your collaboration project. And you can earn up to $8,000 per project in commissions when you truly have that influence. So this is for someone that is influential. And you've seen some of our collaboration books in these slides in the past, right? Now, here's some steps to writing your book, okay? Steps to writing your book. Number one is you need to announce it. And this is the announcement that you're going to make. I am so excited to announce I have a book coming out. I'm going to challenge you guys to do that right now. I'm going to encourage you guys right now, go and do it. Go right now and tell some people I'm excited. Guys, it doesn't matter when the book is coming out. I have people who have done this and literally have earned thousands of dollars, enough money to invest so that they can actually get their book written. I'm excited to announce that I have a book coming out. I want you to type that in your Facebook, type that in your Twitter, your Instagram, send a text message out, announce it. Doesn't matter when it's coming out. And if you want to know further things of what to do and how to really make money doing this, go to this presentation, jointhecomaclub.com. I teach multiple ways of how you can make over $1,000. And one of the ways I go into specifics is showing you how to make $1,000 in the next week or 30 days by pre-selling your book. The next thing you're going to do is plan it out. Remember, you got to plan your book. You got to know the purpose of your book. You got to know who your book is going to help. You got to know, as a result of writing the book, what's happening for you. You're going to be on the news. You're going to be in the conference, stadiums, et cetera, recruit more people to your network marketing business. How are you going to use it? Then we get into writing it. Then we get into titling it. Notice these don't have numbers because there's no specific order, but you can, mix it up how you want to. But I always say announce it first. Then you can fund it. You can actually start funding it as soon as you announce it. And then publishing, okay? Publishing. Now, book publishing company. There's also a company out there that does everything that we do. They help you to get your book done. They help you with, creating the cover and the editing and the formatting and all that stuff out there. Guys, guess what this company charges? They charge $40,000 for their program. $40,000. Yes, here's an actual form. I went to one of their events. And I literally saw people investing. Now, if you paid in full, you could pay in full for $35,000. But if you did the payment plan, you could do the payment plan. It was $39.98. You had to deposit $6,000 and pay monthly $5,000 basically, right? Guys, I want you to know we don't charge close to that right now. I'm gonna say right now, but no, we do not charge close to that. And we have people who are getting, if not better results, guys, and we're getting it done, okay? We are absolutely getting it done. Now, let me ask you a question. What if I could help you with getting every single thing done with your book? If you could work with me one-on-one, right? Would that be pretty cool? What if you could make an extra $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 per month? Now, I want you to understand, remember what I told you, that the average person who writes a book does not make a full-time income. But if you're one of those few, if you're one of those the 3% or the 30%, shall we say, that, who write the book and you make that six figures, if you feel that that's you, what if you had somebody that could show you exactly how to get it done? Well, here's Brian Keith Bailey. He wrote a book, Buying My First Home as a Military Veteran. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. When you truly understand the leverage that you have when you become niched, you will not play around with it. I can only imagine how many military people right now do not understand the benefits of how they can have their own homes. He's a real estate agent, but created this book for people that were veterans. He even had the military hit him up and say, hey, look, we've got an opportunity for you right here if you ever need a new job. See, many of us were forgetting some of the things that we've experienced in life, and we're not using it to our full advantage. Secret number 3, how to make at least 3 streams of income with your book. Now, here's two students that I have. One is a hair industry student. And so she does coaching. She's in the, service industry, and she decided she's getting tired of doing hair, y'all. She said, I'm tired of doing hair, child. I need to figure out a way so I don't have to do hair and I can just coach people. But I don't know if I'm really ready to start a hair school yet. So what can I do? I said, write a book teaching people about how to get repeat customers. Because in the hair industry, that's an important thing to have, right? Anything that's in service-based, you want to have repeat customers. So she wrote a book talking about how to get repeat customers, and she did her very first workshop. At her very first workshop, she only had 10 people show up. Now, some people would say, darn, only 10 people. But do y'all know she sold 5 books at $20 a book? That's $100. And at the time, her coaching package was $297. Y'all, she made over $694 on her very first workshop. And she decided, I'm going to start doing 4 of these presentations per month, even if I only have a goal of 10 people there. She made an extra $27.76 that month. That was extra $33,000 that year. Her price now for her program is now $997. And her workshops have doubled to triple to even quadruple. She's making multiple 6 figures leveraging this book. Now, let me tell you how she leverages it. She calls hair salons and says, hey, I'm the author of XYZ. I want to come do a free workshop. She calls hair schools, sends them a copy of her book. She's been able to be featured online and everything, guys, leveraging her book. Now we have a cleaning industry student who cleans houses, and she wanted to write a book on keeping your house green until the next clean. Okay, so every time she would do a house, she would make these smaller books that didn't cost that much. But let's just say it costs $4 a book, which they don't. It costs less than that. She would clean a house and give away 5 books to each new client. Okay, each book had a 1 hour free off of a 3-hour minimum session. She charges $75 an hour. So she did her first client, and then what she did, she gave those 5 books. And they gave away 4 books, and she only services people who have $500,000 homes. Generally, people who have $500,000 homes know other people with $500,000 homes. So she was able to get 4 new clients, right? So the cost of the book maybe cost her $20. So with that one client, she made $200 profit. With the 4 new clients, she made $600. So that's a total of $800 in profits that she made with 5 clients, where she spent a total of 12 hours. Well, she said, you know what? I'm going to hire someone to actually do the work for me. And so I don't got to do the work. So she said, I'm going to pay, instead of me doing it, I'm going to pay someone $20 an hour. When I pay them $20 an hour, that's $60 a client. That's $60 per client with 3-hour minimum. She was paying out $240. So that means that she was able to multiply her. Well, the number is not right. It's not 560 left in profits. It's less than that. It's a little bit less than that, right? Now, what she did was she was able to take her 5 clients and duplicate that by giving them all books. And now she has a total of 21 clients. That's a total of 62 hours, okay? 62 hours times 200, right? Because remember, we're giving away those books. So that's $4,200 that she was making per month. She hired out someone, right, to work for her. And I just added an additional. That's minus $1,260. So without doing any work, she was making $2,940 a month. She didn't do any cleaning. Now, one thing that's starting to happen is people are like, well, where can I get these green products? She's creating them herself. Oh, then some people are like, well, how can I start my own cleaning company? She's created her own program where you got to pay her money to learn her process. And of course, she's getting more clients like crazy left and right. Right? And guess what? They got to buy the books from her. So they have to pay her price that she's charging them. She's making multiple streams of income, guys. Now, it doesn't matter your industry. You can write a book. You can still share your journey too, but in how to format it, okay? It's all in a how-to format, like how to do this, how to do that. I wrote a book about depression, how to get over depression. Well, in my introduction, that's where I shared my journey of depression so that then I could give you the steps to overcome. See, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care about them. not just care about the world, about them. That's why you create a book that shows them how to do something. And you can make multiple streams of income from your book, I promise you. You can also start a new business. We have people who are using their book launches to start a new business. So guys, there's all kinds of ways and things out here that you can leverage with your book. A book lets you go from services and goods to information. Information industries are considered one of the most important economic sectors for a variety of reasons. And there's different types of information industries. In fact, I'm trying to find the latest statistics, but I can only imagine what it is today, because in 2014, more than $50 billion was spent in the information industry. In 2015, $105 billion. That's a lot of money. Guys, where's the wealthiest place in the world? I want you guys to think about that. Where's the wealthiest place in the world? Well, if you guessed the graveyard, you're correct. Imagine how many people go to their grave knowing how to do stuff that they've never taught. From cooking to organization, to how to treat your wife, how to treat your husband, to how to climb the corporate ladder, to how to become a chief of police, to how to get a new job with no degree, to how to get out of jail and go and get into the workforce. Guys, there's so many topics I could talk about right now. To how to start your own business with only $500. Guys, think about how many people go to their graves with $1 million ideas, $1 million journeys, $1 million pieces of information. Here's Sharon Porter right now. Sharon Porter is doing workshops and all types of stuff for vice principals, guys. I'm telling you, and this book right here, Next in Line to Lead, the voice of the assistant principal. Guys, she is doing workshops and everything. She has a radio show and all types of stuff. This was a collaboration project that she did, and she's since then gone on to do several other projects. Here's Orlando Haynes, guys. He created this program, and he created this book. He joined our program in 2017, Career Tips All Job Seekers Should Know. Look at him. He has a whole workshop right now, $350 for 2 hours. He has people investing $350 for 2 hours. Multiply that by 10. That's 2 hours of his work, and he's leveraging his book. As you can see him, he's got conferences and everything that he does over and over and over again. Guys, he is not playing, and he is leveraging his books for success. Again, we do not want you to be garage qualified. That's why we are glad you are here. Guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about System Master and how you can work with us. It's all about teaching you how to write a book in 30 days or less and how to make multiple streams of income from it, okay? Now, it is a 5-module self-study course, right? We have the preparing, publishing, profiting, performing, and promoting, as we talked about. You get 12-month access to bi-monthly group coaching calls. You also get a strategy session coaching call with me or one of my team members, and you get to join our private Facebook community. This is valued at over $7,500. You also get a bonus training for the USP, Unique Selling Proposition and Success Funnel Training, $297. We teach you how to take your book and turn it into multiple streams. We don't want you to leave without knowing how to get that done. Also, we do professional social media templates for your book launch or for pre-selling. If you decide you want to use it for pre-selling, you can do that as well. We create that for you. You get 30 days to the launch bonus. We show you, because for some of y'all that want to know how to be Amazon top sellers, we literally show you a technique that will help you to become an Amazon top seller, at the same time also creating a book launch event, okay? So this right here, we tell you exactly what to do, and it is 30 days what to do prior to your launch. Also, another bonus, free ticket to the Show Your Success conference that's going to be in Houston, Texas, September the 26th through the 28th. You will actually be recognized as one of our certified entrepreneurs. Everybody gets an award when you become a certified entrepreneur. You will get access to the Show Your Success dinner and award ceremony. We're going to talk about additional stuff, what makes a book sell, getting on the media. We're going to be making money live at the event. Guys, we're going to have a happy hour party and more. It's here in Houston at the Westin Galleria, and we're going to start having early bird tickets, but you'll be able to get a free ticket to come. Guys, this is over $10,000 in bonuses that we give you and make available to you. Today, you can't invest, though. The first thing that we have to do, guys, is we need to talk to you on the phone, okay? And I'm going to tell you how to be able to do that. Now, we also have the 72-hour book formula, and if you qualify, this is for someone who's like, Taria, I really don't want to write it, or I really just need more help, I need more guidance. Everybody doesn't necessarily qualify for this. It's not for everyone, but we do have the 72-hour book formula where in about 72 hours worth of time, we have your content created and it's off to editing, okay? We also have our collaboration book project. Remember, this is an opportunity to become a business partner with us. There's an investment, but commissions are split 50-50. You can earn up to $8,000 per project with these collaboration books. Now, you can have money or you can have excuses. Guys, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. When it comes to income and when it comes to excuses, either or, it is very difficult to have success if every single thing that you give for a reason why you can't do something is an excuse. Now, I'm not saying that there's not good, valid excuses, but I'm just telling you, if excuses are keeping you from going to the next level, that will always win. You've got to make a decision today, guys, that I'm going to have no excuses. I don't care. I know that it's going to be challenging. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be work. I'm going to turn off the TV. I'm going to stop scrolling on social media, and I'm going to get my booty focused. That's who we're looking for. Now, you might be asking this question, do I have enough time for this course? For the amount of time that you've been watching this presentation, we would have already had your foundation done. For the amount of time that you've been watching this presentation, we could have already had your content done. Guys, you've got time. You've just got to make time for what's important for you. When you understand who this book is going to help, you will not let that be a reason why you don't get this done. Can I afford this course? We have women and men that have gotten started with our course and within their first 72 hours have already pre-sold enough money to earn their initial investment back. Guys, you can't afford not to. We're talking about a company that's charging 40 grand and people are investing. Some people say, is it worth it? I believe whatever's the cost that's going to make you do the work, it's always worth it. And for some people, it's just $40,000. They need to pay $40,000. And even in that program, you still got to write your own book. Guys, you can't afford not to. Am I guaranteed success? If anybody ever promises that success is guaranteed, run. Because nothing is guaranteed. Let me say this. You're guaranteed not to have success if you don't take action. That's the one guarantee I can give you. But I can't guarantee you anything unless you're willing to do the work. And then you say, well, can I just do it on my own? Absolutely. Ladies and gents, you can most definitely do everything on your own. But I can tell you how many people have come back to me. I spent $5,000 and I still haven't gotten it done. I spent $10,000 on trying to get this thing published and I still haven't gotten it done. And then you created a book that's not even designed to sell. I can't tell you how many people we've seen who've created covers that are not designed to sell, who created content that nobody is going to read. Now, when you get enrolled into the program, you decide you want to do what you want to do, of course, but we have the guidance and the steps that are designed for the person who is willing to be coached on how to create multiple streams of income. Guys, I want you to know something. Life is going to happen to you when you have a dream. It is guaranteed that stuff is going to happen. There's going to be setbacks. It is guaranteed that something's going to get in your way. It is guaranteed that somebody's going to do something, say something, that your income, something ain't right, health's gonna come. Life is always going to happen. But life happens to people who don't have dreams too. So you might as well have a dream and keep moving, right? It is so necessary to know, guys, that if it is to be, it is up to me, right? If it is to be, it is up to me. Meaning, if it is to be, it's up to you. It's necessary to know that, guys, all of us have something within us where we can change somebody else's life. But everybody's not going to necessarily understand it. Everybody's not going to necessarily agree. But it's not for us to convince them. It's for us to get it out there. Because the person who needs you, the person who's looking for you, they're waiting right now. They're waiting right now. It is necessary to know that there's going to be distractions. I don't understand when somebody gets this information, how is it that it's taking so long? Distractions, Taria. Well, that's going to always happen. But don't let those distractions keep you from your promise, because there's people who did not wake up. And I don't mean to say this to scare anybody, but there's people who did not wake up today that thought they were. Now, if you're still here, I know you're like, well, what's next? What can I do? What's the next step? Okay, awesome. This is it. Guys, we have a special right now that's going to blow you away. You know, there's another company charging 40 grand. That's not the special. And I told you, we're giving you bonuses and everything, over $10,000 in information and bonuses. It's not even going to be that. Guys, it's not even going to be half of that. But in order to get and take advantage of what we are doing, you must schedule a discovery session. Let me tell you why. Because during this session, we want to make sure that this is the best program for you. As I told you, everybody's not necessarily ready for this program. And then some people don't necessarily fit what it is that we teach. And what we hate for people to do is make an investment and it not be the best fit. We want to set you up for success. So in order to do that, myself or one of my team members, we need to talk to you. It's about 15 minutes long, okay? That's how long the call is. You need to go to visiondiscoverysession.com and fill out this form. It takes 5 minutes. The form does not determine whether or not we do the session. We just need you to fill it out so we can know who you are, okay? We want to discover your book idea. We want to figure out how you're going to use it for multiple streams of income. So make sure you go right now. Don't hesitate, guys, because this special is only going to last for a certain amount of time. You're going to go to visiondiscoverysession.com, visiondiscoverysession.com, and fill out that information. Once you fill it out, one of our team members will be in touch with you within 24 to 48 business hours, okay? So with that said, y'all, I pray that you learned some information. I told you, my goal is so that when you get off this webinar, you're now like, wow, Taria, I've got so many ideas. I cannot sleep. I got to get something done. I got to make it happen. There's people who need their lives changed. I'm ready to roll. And so that's you guys. Go ahead and get your discovery session done, visiondiscoverysession.com, and we will see you guys on the call. Good night, good day, good afternoon, whatever it is for you, and God bless. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now.